Fusion Arts, the new Pokemon set released in Japan, and most of the set will probably be part of our Fusion Strike set that will be released sometime in November. So probably not all of the cards, but I would say a good majority of them will be in this set. But Fusion Arts is out, and I guess would say the mascot of the set is Mew.
Yes, very much so.
I think people are definitely going pretty wild over these Mew alternate arts.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff with the Mew alternate art. So we have the Mew V and the Mew V alternate art first, and with the alternate art on that, it's more of the almost kind of like the anime look. Like it's a very smooth, cleaned up look to it, rather than like, oh yeah, it's artwork. It almost looks like a frame from like an episode of Pokemon. But you see Mew kind of just floating around what looks like a bunch of Pokemon just walking around somewhere. I don't know if it's like a parade because there's like confetti in the air, or if this is like
it's a parade.
It's either that or it's they're on the field in the Galar region. You know, like when you're playing the games. You see like them all walking on the field and whatnot for the battles. That's what it kind of looks like. You see Toxel and Toxtricity. You get to see was it a Chimecho? Just like the tail of a Chimecho just hanging in there, or am I mistaken on that?
The tail.
Or is that like Hoopa? Or like what am I looking at? Like, what's that thing in the front? Like,
oh, okay. It looks like a foot.
Like that's what I thought, but I was like, but it has the colors of it. It could be a foot. I don't know exactly what it is just off looking. It could be who has rings on their feet. Who's maybe a newer Pokemon who has like rings on their feet?
I don't know. I can't think of what it would be.
Well, we'll have to figure that out. I'm sure someone's like, "Oh my gosh, it's this. How do you guys not see that?" But I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm not getting it yet."
Sorry.
But we get a little Dreepy hanging out on Mew's head. It's really cute. And then of course, I know Nate's excited. We got a Smeargle in the background. It looks like just having a good old time jumping up in the air back there, just with a big old smile on his face.
I gotta say, that's the odd one out on the card.
Yeah, it's like all these Pokemon, all these new Pokemon, and then Smeargle. But Smeargle's been getting a lot of love recently.
Right?
She doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go here. But then in the current set Evolving Skies, there is the Smeargle card, and then there's going to be a holo in the upcoming in this set as well. So it's good to see Smeargle getting some love again. Always love Gen 2 Pokemon, especially ones as weird as Smeargle, who's just like a one-off. Right. By itself painter. So very cool. What do you think about this card? Is this your favorite you've seen? Is it you like it?
No, I mean I like it. Definitely, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm excited for the Mew alternate art. I'm excited for Mew to be in the set. Mm-hmm. Period. However, it is not my most favorite card from the set.
It is not mine either. I think we're gonna get to. We might have the same choice for that or not. Who knows?
I feel like we might.
We might actually. Okay, I think it could be Hoopa's foot. Now that I'm looking at the picture of the Hoopa that's in this set, that could be Hoopa's foot. You know what? I'm going to say that is Hoopa's foot because it has the rings around the ankles. It has the same kind of coloring, more blue coloring, but I guess that white could be a blue in the right shade as well. It probably is blue.
Yeah, if you look at the full art Hoopa, Hoopa V. You can see the feet, legs in that one.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a Hoopa.
Clearly see the gold rings on that. So
that's just Hoopa walking around, and they're just Hoopa's foot. That's fun. But since we're talking about that Mew, let's talk about the other Mew first. So we have the Mew VMAX. And so with the Rainbow, there's also the alternate art, which is a giant Mew, which is causing so much chaos in this city that I don't know how to explain. It literally looks like it has torn apart parts of the earth and city with telephone, a telephone stations, telephone booths. We got the buses, the double-decker buses driving around, a fancier old-time car, all just flying through the air as Mew is just gleefully having the best time of its life. And is
I was about to say, Mew is smiling through this entire thing.
There's like a train that's up in the air as well. Like this is crazy. Maybe that bus is the train.
I really hope Mew is going to put all that back.
It better. This is, honestly, maybe we're gonna find out. I think we have some other context clues that Mew isn't the sweet little creature we think it is. And I think I think our context clue, aside from the look of that card where he's just having a good time with all the destruction, on the rainbow itself with the eyebrows, kind of looks slightly angry on the regular VMAX rainbow. The only time it looks truly happy is on the regular V, kind of, and then on the V alternate art, happy. But if you look at the regular V, not just the regular ultra rare V, not the full art or anything, right? He's angry. Mew is pissed on that card.
That is an angry Mew.
So I think Mew ain't playing around anymore. Mew's had it. Mew has had it. All right. So we're gonna see a different side of Mew than we thought. He is mad, and then when he has full control, he is just gleefully enjoying his time destroying cities. So
yeah, a very rude situation.
Different side of Mew we have not really seen before. But there's some other beautiful cards in the set than just Mew. All right, there's a lot of Mews here, but it's not the only thing that's cool in the set. Let's just continue with the alternate art ones. Let's just go with what may be our favorite.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Genesect V full art alternate art is your favorite.
Yeah, I mean that you're absolutely right. It is my favorite alternate art from the set. Might be my favorite card from the set, but the Genesect is breakdancing. Literally, it's breakdancing.
Yeah.
Smeargle is in the background, kind of like
having a good time,
laughing, or just like its tongue is sticking out. There's a boombox right in the very forefront of the art. I mean, it is just, this is what I want to see. I want to see Pokemon just doing kind of like fun, random things like this.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is such a cool design. I like when we're getting more of like Pokemon that are just doing. It's not just like a singular pose.
They're not in battle or anything.
Right. Yeah. They're just doing whatever. Whether it's something like this where it's kind of like funny and weird, or versus the other alternate art we're going to talk about shortly, where it's like a slice of life of what these Pokemon do in the wild. So I think that's really cool. Again, more Smeargle love. That's great to see that Smeargle has 2 alternate arts it's hanging around on. Maybe they're trying to tell us something here at this point. Uh-oh. Maybe one of the 4 promo cards we'll see in the build-in battles could be a Smeargle, leading into a gold Smeargle coming out eventually.
Oh, wait a minute! Now we're talking.
What do the numbers mean, Mason? So yeah, I'm excited for that. Potential in my head that I'm building up. That's not true.
Here we go.
Whoa. What could they mean? There's so many Smeargle. So yeah, that's my favorite card. I will say the regular full art V for it, also really nice. I think it's in the cool battle stance we usually see Genesect in, but the background, the digital-esque background, like it's in the computer, is pretty cool. That's a unique background that I think is awesome. I think that's a trait that we're seeing, not with every card. Some of them kind of have like that similar generic background, just a couple of colors mashing, but some go above and beyond to really cater themselves to the Pokemon or the theme of the Pokemon. We'll go over some of those as well here, but let's talk about the last alternate art, and that is going to be, at least for now, this is only one half of the of a set that we're potentially getting. All these cards are not here. So no more VMAX alternates from this end, but the other alternate we do have is none other than everyone's favorite. Everyone's really excited. Calm down. Greedent V. So oh yeah. So this one's interesting. This is like that slice of life, what Pokemon do in the wild type drawing. So this one really reminds me of the Golurk one we just recently got with the last set, the Golurk V. Where he would have that like where he's carrying the log and it's just like out in nature,
Yeah, just going about his daily life.
Might even be the same artist. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't check that. But yeah, it's a bunch of Squavettes carrying a large tree that got taken down that has a bunch of berries on it, with a Greedent riding on top of the tree as they're carrying it like a chariot, eating and storing all the fruits, literally the fruits of their labor, for later, and eating them now as well. As they're all just gleefully walking out. Some of them are gleefully. I would say about 2 to 3 of the 5 Squavettes are pretty happy. One looks pretty angry at the other one for eating while doing it. One of them is struggling. And there's just one in the back who's just mouth wide open, eyes wide open, just freaking out. So we have no idea what's going on there. But
Kelly Clarkson!
But I'm definitely these are like, you can literally pick out the mood you are this day by what Squavette you are on this card. It's like, yeah, some days I'm annoyed, some days I'm really happy, some days I'm struggling. Like, I'm feeling the Squavettes on this card for sure.
Let me ask. Okay, so out of all the Pokemon that did not get an alternate art, who would you have picked to get another alternate art? So we got Serena, we got, let's see, Bolton, Crabominable,
Chandelure.
Chandelure.
Out of all of these, here's what I would have expected. I was thinking, because Bolton's got a lot of love, I thought they would maybe do something with that. But I was thinking maybe Chandelure would have been really cool.
That's what I was thinking too.
And like a haunted house type setting. It's just kind of like hanging above. It's like they're trying to like scare the other Pokemon or something. That could have been cool, especially for the timing around the time it's releasing. That could have been cool. I will say it is funny. The Rainbow VMAX version does have an error on the card that they are not fixing, but they issued an apology for. There are 2 lines that go left and right away from the sides of its eyes that aren't supposed to be there on the Rainbow version. If you look at the full art, you'll see there's nothing to the between the eyes. There's lines, but on the outsides of the eyes, there's no lines heading left or right. On the Rainbow, there you can see that there are lines there. And Pokemon actually issued a statement that they're like, "Hey, we know that these aren't supposed to be here, but they're already printed, so they're not
interesting."
Being so yeah, it's just a little goof, little gaff, little oopsie doopsie, but nothing.
It happens.
Hey, you know what? I like it. Put the lines there. I agree. The lines should be there.
It happens.
But yeah, that would have been a cool alternate art. I will say, background talk. I'll go through the backgrounds. Serena's, it looks just like a space, some nice colors, but to me it doesn't really relate so much to Serena. It's just like, it's like more of a spacey looking background. So, nothing too crazy.
It's okay, yeah.
I really like Chandelure's full art background. It looks like it's like a page burning away. So I think that's pretty cool as like the fiery colors. So that matches with it. Crabominable, everyone's favorite that they're very excited for. Just kind of has, again, some mishmashing reds and blues and yellows. Nothing too crazy. Not my favorite, but it's kind of like, I guess in a way that kind of looks like waves, the way that it's going, maybe like water. I don't know. Nothing too crazy. I will say, though, Bolton's background is awesome.
That's a unique one for sure.
That's unique. It has like these lightning bolt designs shooting through like a cosmic space look, but at least it has these like lightning bolts shooting through it. And plus he looks really derpy on the card too. His face, he's like, "Oh, hi, good to see you."
What about this?
Like
what about this Hoopa, though? It's kind of just like an average Hoopa.
It's average. Yeah, it fits, I guess, to the Pokemon. Like, it doesn't distract from the Pokemon, but it doesn't detail anything from the Pokemon. It's just that generic cosmic background, so it fits enough for what Hoopa is, I guess. But maybe I would like to see some nice like purples, maybe some pinks on there.
It's so weird because for me, Hoopa is one of those Pokemon that like instantly when I see it, there's a certain Pokemon card set that I always think of every single time. So every time I see Hoopa, I always think of Ancient Origins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
every single time
agree.
I don't know, just something about it. It's strongly for me connected to that kind of like era. So
I will say at first for Greedence V, the full art, I was like, oh, why is it kind of just like fire, like the those colors? I was like, I don't know if that really works. It looks just, the card just looks very dark. Then you look at the card, and it's leaves. It's autumn type leaves. The reds, the yellows, the blues, and I instantly was like, you know what, that fits. That looks really, really good when you actually look at it from afar. It just kind of looks like fire, and I'm like, it doesn't really go there. But you look at it, when you see it in person, it'll be a lot different. So I actually do like the look of that. I do think that the leaves are cool. Maybe more defined leaves, because like some of them are just kind of like hidden by the colors. But it is cool to see that there's a little bit extra taken there. on that card. And if they could just apply that to maybe more of the cards, because it doesn't seem like there's like a rhyme or reason. It's just like the artist maybe has more lenience with the background look. So I don't know. I would like to see more backgrounds kind of cater to the Pokemon, because we have several here that do it really well, and then several here that are just kind of like, we slapped a background that just put on there. So the artwork's still great, but the backgrounds are, not, I'm complaining about backgrounds, look at me, but it's, I don't know, I would like a little bit more pizzazz on it. If you're going half on some being really pizzazzy and the other ones just kind of not having that, they're kind of lacking that luster there, then to me, I'm like, don't go 50%, go that full 100. It's like, if you're gonna tease it, do it.
I mean, if you are a fan of Fall Time,
yes,
then Greedent is going to be perfect for you.
Yes, I am excited for that card more than I should be for a Greedent, but it looks pretty cool. But we got 4 trainer cards here. We got Sydney, we got Elisa's. I always mispronounce her name.
Is it Elsa?
Is it Elesa?
Elsa?
Elsa, maybe. I
don't know.
It's their Sparkle.
Well, I don't know. We're probably wrong in some instance, so let's just let this topic go. Let it go.
Let it go.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Okay.
Yeah. I see what you did there, buddy.
Yeah. You see.
Goopity poop.
Ooh, well, Danny, you're back. We got Dancer, who's just dancing near some waves. Keeping it real.
Not Tiny Dancer.
Not Tiny Dancer. No. Yeah. Just regular Dancer. Well, Tiny Dancer comes later.
Okay.
And then we got Chili, Chillin, whatever the names are, and then Crease. What's this, Karate Kid? Listen, man, I don't know all the Gym 5.
Dreams that you had.
Mm-hmm. I do. Yeah, I remember
absolutely.
that dream.
100%.
So yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of the Gen 5 characters right there, and sorry for the people who really love these characters and I butchered their names, but we're all human.
Hey, you know what? We can't make everybody happy.
I'm sorry. We got a few rainbows. We got the Chandelure, the Boltund, which the VMAX looks really cool with like that spiky tail. Looks nice. The Greedent. We got Mew. We got all the same, all those characters again in rainbow as well. We got some gold cards, Nate.
Oh yeah.
We got 5 gold cards here, 1 Pokemon shiny gold, 2 trainers, and then 2 energies, which are getting Grass and Fire, which look pretty cool with the gold borders and all the sparkles on them.
Have you pulled any of the secret rare energies from any of the new sets?
I have 2. I think I have the water and maybe one more. I'm trying to remember, but I definitely have the water one, and it looks great. Yeah. I think when the lightning one that's in Evolving Skies. Where's the lightning one?
Maybe
because I really that yellow on gold just makes it look all a gold card, and I think that looks really cool.
You know what? One energy we won't see though.
Yeah.
Fairy.
They had a chance. Gold and purple, gold and pink would look great. We already got gold.
We had it in Unbroken Bonds had a secret rare fairy energy.
Well, we could have had a new one, Nate. We could have had a new one, sparkly gold. But those are the 2. We got Training Court is our court picture, our area picture, that 3D look, which is the first place you go to in Sword and Shield, where you go in when you're meeting up with your friend, rival, and then Leon comes over. That's where you're first battling, where you pick your Pokemon and all that stuff. And then you got Power Tablets, which just look like some candy in a.
Can I say what this looks like to me? As soon as I saw it,
go on. M&Ms.
Looks
M&Ms.
like donuts. First of all, do they not look like little donuts?
They do look like little donuts. They're either that or little mints.
They look like donuts inside of a Pringles can.
Interesting. So I was looking at them as those little wintergreen mints inside of an M&M minis can.
Okay, I can go that route too.
Because every time I see a little canister like that, I'm like, M&M minis? Which, by the way, can we definitively say that M&M minis taste better and different than regular M&Ms?
And here's the thing: I am not a huge chocolate person, so
Neither
I
am I.
can't just have regular M&Ms.
Mini M&Ms, fact, taste different.
I will say the M&Ms I absolutely do love is the crisp ones.
Okay. You like the crunch to them?
Yeah, and those are good. The peanut butter M&Ms, I can have a couple of those, but after a while, the peanut butter starts to all right, I've had too much here.
A little too much. It'll slow it down. And then the last thing is the gold shiny, which to me, always it's weird to see like a middle evolution get this kind of love for some reason, because it's like this. I don't know. It's just weird to see, but it does look good because of the color palette. Again, that pink on gold, like a fairy. It is none other than the middle child, Flaffy.
Pizza.
Wow, a lot of enthusiasm here. Flappy. We got Flaffy on a card, a gold card. It's shiny Flaffy, and that's it. That's all I can tell you.
Getting some love. I mean, I know there's a Flaffy squad out there.
No, a lot of people like Flaffy because it is that like odd one out for in between Mareep, which is yellow, underneath, right? Is it blue or is it has like some yellow hints to it, right? And then you jump to pink, and you go back to yellow for Ampharos. So, I would love a shiny gold Ampharos. Trust me, Ampharos is one of my favorites. I think that's high on the list there, right? But Flaffy, also really cool. Not hating on it. It just, to me, it's weird to see that like middle evolution take center shine. But like it was one of the 4 cards that you can get with the stamps on them from Evolving Skies.
From Evolving Skies.
The hardest one to pull, I think. By the way, it's the one you pull the least, as far as I know.
Interesting.
The birds are
I think
galore.
I pulled one.
Yeah, I've pulled 2. So I did a build and battle box that had 10 in there. And I pulled 1 Flaffy on the last one, and then I opened the stadium, and in the stadium I got a Flaffy, one of the Build and Battle Stadium kits. So, yeah, I got a bunch of Zapdoses, a bunch of Moltres, a couple Articunos, a little low on the Articunos, but the other birds seem to be flocking a lot more.
Seriously?